Welcome back to Zombie Tactics, again with one of the introducing episodes. I know some of you don't like these kind of shout-outs. Frankly, I don't like shout-outs either, because usually they're self-serving or just kind of trading shouts for shouts or whatever. But as I explained in the previous episode, I think there are some channels that just don't get the attention they deserve. And so I want to draw attention to people who I think are doing incredible things or are a particular note. And that's what these videos are all about. Tonight I want to introduce you to somebody who I think is, sounds silly to say it this way, but a special person. A very special episode of Zombie Tactics. If you did a study of the history of firearms handling over the last 10, 20 years and said, who has really contributed to the state of the art, you'd get all kinds of names that are people that are off the top of your head, would be recognizable people. At least they'd be famous people. The guys from Magpul, Larry Vickers, some others. But one name that probably wouldn't be known to you, but is known to all of those super cool gun guys, is Paul Gomez. Now, Paul will be embarrassed by what I'm about to say, but I've researched Paul extensively, almost like stalking him, to kind of figure out who this guy was, because I was so impressed with him as a handgun and rifle trainer last February when I took a fighting rifle and fighting pistol from Tactical Response. And Paul was the director of training at that time. And I was so impressed with his demeanor and his teaching style and the way that he broke things down that I did a little research into his background. And if you do research into Paul Gomez, you'll find that his name, or he personally, he's behind either inventing, developing, improving, popularizing, optimizing so many things having to do with handgun and rifle manipulations over the last 10, 20 years ago. So maybe not as much as 20, but his name comes up all over the place. He's one of the primary people who first began advancing the notion that the AK-47 platform was actually a superior combat type of platform. And now you see all kinds of people teaching the AK. He was one of the first people to begin sort of looking at what was happening out there with pistol manipulations back when the modern technique was the big thing, and start questioning all of those cherished notions and starting to develop new techniques and new ways of approaching things. And a lot of what he's developed is now appearing in all kinds of other people's courses. He's that kind of a guy. He doesn't toot his own horn as well as he perhaps should, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video tonight. He does have a video channel, a YouTube channel, and I'm going to put a link to that. It's Gomez something or other. It'll be in the title of this video, and there'll be a link to it in the video notes as well. And he has a training company of his own now, Gomez Training, and I'm going to put a link to his website there. If you have an opportunity to train with Paul Gomez, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's one of the best experiences you'll ever have. You'll be dealing with a true scientist of the art of firearms if Paul is your instructor. And for that matter, watch his videos on YouTube. I'll tell you what, I know that there are a lot of people that when, it's kind of like the old E.F. Hutton commercial, when Paul Gomez talks, a lot of ears are going up to say, what has Paul got to say? That doesn't mean that everything that he says is perfect or everything that he comes up with is perfect. He'd be the first to tell you that. He's just putting forth ideas that he wants you to try, things that he's trying out, things that he thinks works well. But check Paul's channel out. Paul Gomez, one of the true unspoken heroes of the firearms training community. Check out his YouTube channel and his website. That's Zombie Tactics for tonight, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.